Eu tenho muito prazer em recebê-la hoje, Sasha Grey. Thank you very much. Is it your first time in Portugal?
It is not, actually. I was here in 2009.
Ah, did you like it? Did you like it?
I did. I loved it, actually. But I spent all of my time in Lisbon at night and all of my time in the day in Estoril. So it's quite a different experience this time, seeing the city in the day. It's different.
So you have more time now?
Not necessarily, but I get to see more of the city.
I must tell you that I don't have any prejudice whatsoever concerning your former activity, because I'm one of the people who thinks, who sees pornography as a form of art. And so I quite understand that with 18 years, you chose to be an actress in the triple X activity.
Yes.
And I didn't know you. Today I was searching videos, and without any joke, I must tell you that what I've found out is that you really enjoyed yourself while filming. You did it because you wanted to, not because you needed the money or because you were forced to. That's
right.
What I think is refreshing about you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You don't need to have an excuse to have chosen that path.
Exactly.
My friend Semyaz lives in a country where sometimes, in Russia, where sometimes we hear stories about kidnapped women that then are forced into the industry. But everything you did was because you wanted to. Do you remember, you really enjoyed the filming?
Yeah, and there's days, of course, where it's 5 a.m. and the last
you have to force yourself.
Yes, the last thing you want to do is wake up in the cold in the winter and drive an hour away from home just to arrive on set.
Could you choose your partners, or they told you you have to play with this guy here? You have the right to veto.
Yes,
yes,
absolutely, yes. And you learn when you're brand new, it's different. You don't know everybody, so sometimes you work with somebody and you say, I'll never work with them again, and I'd rather work with these 5 people.
Health-wise, how do you protect yourself? Because it's quite a concern nowadays to do so many things unprotected. Did you have the guarantee that your partners were healthy persons?
Well, obviously there's no guarantee when you aren't using condoms. But even with condoms, accidents happen.
Yes.
But in the adult film industry, people are tested using a different system than the general public. So the testing detects diseases within 2 weeks of exposure instead of the traditional 6 months of exposure. And I myself would have people be tested 2 days before I shot a movie with them, because you need at least 2 days to get the test results back. So the window is shortened, and I took every precaution I could, but I knew in the end that I was always putting myself at risk, and that was something that I had to decide I would be okay with before I got into the business.
Sasha, how did your family react to your activity?
Everybody was very supportive, with the exception of my mother, naturally.
Of course. Would you as a mother be very worried if you know your son or your daughter to be in the porn industry?
I'm glad you said son or daughter, because not enough people say that, and it's always about the female.
Always, yes, of course.
Yes, and it's a very difficult question for me to answer, because honestly, I'm only 25. I am many years away from wanting to have children, and it's a huge responsibility. A dog is difficult for me right now. I can't imagine what it's like to be responsible for a human being, and I think if I were to become a mother, I would want to dedicate myself to that child and making that child the best person they can be. And if that's a choice they wanted to make, I would ask a lot of questions, and I would be supportive. I wouldn't be judgmental, but I would hope, of course, hope being the key word, that they made that choice for the right reasons. they understood what they were doing and had a goal and a motivation. And that's what my father said to me. As long as you accomplish your goals, it's okay.
Now they are relieved because you left the industry.
My mom is, yes. Everybody else is like, okay.
I'm sure your boyfriend is relieved too. I would be. I would like to share you with other monsters. This Juliet Society is a very interesting book. It's erotic, of course. It's a bestseller already. I know in Brazil it's in first place. Your name, the fact of your name Grey, has nothing to do with the other Grey that we see in the other book.
No.
50 somethings of Grey.
No, but there's a.
It's a coincidence.
Who knows if it's a coincidence? Maybe it's not. But I chose my name when I was 18. My stage name when I was 18. But I partially based it on the picture of Dorian Gray, and I partially based it on Dr. Kinsey's scale of sexuality.
The Gray in Dorian?
The Gray
with an A, not
yes.
an E.
But Dr. Kinsey's Gray scale, which is all the shades of gray in between of human sexuality.
Absolutely.
So I had many people ask me that.
That's another very interesting theme, because 90% of humanity is convinced that sexuality comes in black and white, and it does not.
It does
and
not.
Here you tell us about quite a lot of shades of grey. Se tivesse tem crianças, tem filhos?
Tenho.
De que marca? Meninos ou meninas?
Tenho uma menina, uma filha
com que idade?
Com 30 anos.
Isso é uma matulona, com 30 anos. E mais?
E o meu filho que tem 28.
28. Se a sua filha ou o seu filho dissessem vamos abraçar a indústria de cinematografia pornográfica, eu ficava preocupado.
Quer dizer, não ficaria feliz, certamente.
Mas não era pai para...
Quer dizer, com a idade que eles têm, eles já são responsáveis.
Sim.
Claro que, e eu aqui digo isso abertamente, se dependesse de mim, eu faria tudo para que isso não acontecesse.
E no seu caso, também não gostava de abraçar uma carreira?
Não.
I'm asking him, would you like to join the industry? Porque como agora já não tem o seu coisa da Rússia, agora não pode.
Sim, agora pronto, agora como venho embora da Rússia, porque a Lúcia
é quentes e boas.
Exato. É uma boa ideia, nunca tinha pensado nisso.
E até eu tenho ali um realizador e tudo, chamado Vasco Palmeirinho, que é o nosso próximo.